Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Time to take that walk and go see what's in the fridge today. Hello everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Boy, this should be a treat. This is one of the Clown Shoes beers, guys, and I have not seen this beer here. From what I hear, it is very hard to get your hands on this particular version of their beer. This is Hammer of the Holy, which is a smoked Imperial Stout. This beer comes in at 11% alcohol by volume. ABV is 11%er. This is a great big beer, and it's a bomber, 22 ounce. And this was sent to me by my new best beer friend, Parrish, from out in California. This guy is awesome. He has sent me several box loads of beers and a glass, a Tiku glass, to pour some of these beers in. And he's just a wonderful friend to have. I mean, especially the beers that he can get his hands on that he has sent to me. He's an awesome guy. Like I said, my new best beer friend. He evidently has a great selection of beers to choose from out there in California. Like I said, I have not seen this particular version around here. And I've told you this before, guys. I don't visit the old craft beer store that I used to too often anymore. I used to go up there every couple of weeks, and now I'm lucky if I get up there every couple of months. The Kroger store that I buy most of my stuff from doesn't carry a lot of the Clown Shoes beers, and they don't carry a whole lot of bombers, period. I mean, most of their stuff is the 12 ounces that they have in the case. If any of y'all are familiar with Kroger's, they don't carry a lot of bombers, so they're very limited on the 22 ounces they have they have one little case about this wide and about this tall that has their bombers in it, and their bigger beers, their 750s in it. And I've not seen this one, so Parrish, thanks again, brother, for sending me this beer. I understand that it is very hard to get your hands on, and as a matter of fact, I think he told me he's not even had this beer. The one that he could get his hands on, he sent to me, so what a guy. I mean, what a guy this guy is. So, Parrish, thanks, brother. I do appreciate it, sir. Let's get on with this beer. We'll start off with the commercial description on this beer, and the commercial description, and this sounds yummy to me. This is Hammer of the Holy, an American Imperial Stout aged in 40-year-old Jamaican rum barrels. Wow. Incorporates holy water, signature dark malts, and malt smoked with vampire killing steaks. Dear undead, die monsters, die. Pretty funny stuff there. So it doesn't have the IBUs listed on this beer here, guys. The food pairings for this beer says the cheeses are the buttery Brie, Gouda, Havarti, and Swiss, and since it is a stout, it goes well with your chocolate dishes. Just remember, it's an 11%er though, man. This is definitely a sipper. Goes with your big, stronger dishes, or even after dinner as an aperitif. The meat for this is beef, smoked meat, game, and grilled meat. The glassware, you could use a pint, becker, the nonic, the tumbler, the snifter, the oversized wine glass. I've got the double glass for this one, guys. And this beer can be cellared for a long time. 20 years probably at 11%. And I see no reason why you could not cellar it. Kind of wish I had two of them so I could cellar one. So anybody else can get their hands on one of these, I'd be happy to cellar it for several years to see if it changes or how it goes. So I don't know what Parrish paid for this beer. I got a feeling it was fairly pricey, the $12 to $15 range if I was guessing. But he may want to put a comment on there what this beer costs. I have no idea since I have not seen it here. The Let's see, I don't think there's anything else we need to talk about on that, and we've gone over the commercial description, and I don't have an IBU listed for this beer, so without further ado, let's get the cap off of this bad boy and get this clown shoes puppy in the glass. I'm sure the other half will love to have some of this. Let's go down the center on this 11%er. Look at that creamy head. Oh, wow. At 11%, we still got 2 fingers of head in there. Isn't that a wonderful looking beer? 11%er with that much head. Very nicely carbonated. Over into the light. Oh, there is no light. It's as black and as dark as my ex's heart. Ha ha ha! Alright guys, looks very tasty in the glass. That head just looks like a yogurt, or a. I was gonna say something else, but it just went off the top of my head looking at this beer. Let's get a nose on it. Very creamy head. Oh yeah. Chocolate, coffee, rum, toffee, caramel, dark fruit. Maybe some dates, raisins, or plums, or figs. Brown sugar. Wow, that smells awesome. There is a hint of the alcohol. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. Y'all know me, I try to be straight up. There is 11%er and there is an alcohol presence to this beer. And I got a feeling that that's 40 degrees right out of the fridge. It's probably going to intensify just a little bit as it warms up. We will see. Wow. Smells awesome. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Parish. Thank you, brother. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. The nose is just like the taste. It is so well made, though. Very complex. The rum is definitely there. Rum. Boy, the wind is howling tonight. The rum, the cocoa, the chocolate, coffee. Maybe a little bit of tobacco in there, which I might have to fire up a cigar for this one. Wow. That is delicious, guys. Wow. I don't drink a lot of rum anymore. My spirit drinking days, other than beers and big beers, is about over. I don't drink a lot of whiskey or bourbon or rum. I get all that from my bourbon and whiskey and rum barrel aged beers nowadays. So, got a wonderful nose. Very complex beer. Wow. That's lip smacking good there. Look at the lacing on the glass. That's awesome. Guys, let's let this one warm up just a little bit, but I don't think I'm going to change my mind on this one. This is definitely an A beer. Stick around to see where this one ends up. Maybe a 10. We get 2 10s in a row. Stick around. Alright guys, I'm back. Got just a little left here. Maybe just a little bit more than a little bit. Wow. Now that it's warmed up, I'm getting the smokiness in the malt. It's awesome. Wow. Boy, this is delicious. And I've read and seen reviews from other guys that have done this saying it wasn't smoky enough, or it wasn't this, or it wasn't that, or didn't get the rum, or didn't. I'm getting all of it, guys. The rum is there. It's not overly rummy, if that's a word, but definitely taste the rum presence in this beer. And the smoked malt, I'm getting more that it's now that it's warmed up to room temperature than I did when it was cold. 11%er, very well made. I do think this is a complex beer. I've seen where some of the reviewers said it wasn't complex. Brown sugar, coffee, toffee, chocolate, caramel, toffee, dark fruit. I mean, it's got everything that you would want in an Imperial Stout. Especially, it's not overly smoky. Like I said, I didn't get a whole lot of smoke when it was cold, but now that it's warmed up, I am getting that. So, and there is a little bit of booziness. It's a well-made beer, but I mean, it's 11%er. You know what I'm saying? You're not drinking Bud Light. I mean, this is not a 4%er or some lightweight Imperial Stout or Porter. This is a big beer. It's 11%. This is a sipper, not a chugger. You wouldn't want to sit around and drink this out of the bottle. You'd look like a barbarian anyway. Well, I love this beer. It's awesome. I mean, I'm a big fan of Clown Shoes beers anyway, but this is freaking delicious, guys. Wish I had another bottle. To be honest with you, I would like to have another bottle of this and put it in the fridge for between 3 and 5 years, and then bring it out and try it again. So let's do the final chug. Wow. Guys, I'm gonna go against just about everything that I've seen and read. This is an outstanding beer. Like I said, I don't know what parish paid for this beer, how expensive it was. If I was guessing, I would say it's between $12 and $15 for this one beer, and it is very limited. Like I said, I think he told me he was able to get one bottle and he sent it to me. He hasn't even tried it himself. Parish, if you can get your hands on another bottle of this, buddy, you need to try this beer. It's pretty damn tasty. If you get your hands on two, send me another one. Alright guys, this thing is awesome. I'm probably going to go against everything that I've seen and read, but I do think this is a 10 beer. It is very delicious. Wow, the wind is howling out there tonight. I bet it's blowing 25, 30 miles an hour. Can y'all hear it? And still probably got about 6, 7, 8, 10 inches of snow on the ground. Half of it is melted now, but it's still a very thick coating out there on the ground. Finally got the snow plow in here. Got some of it off the street, but winter's been pretty cold and brutal for most of the country this year. So if you're not in the part that's had a bunch of snow and cold weather, feel yourself lucky. It's been extremely cold in this part here in Virginia. So ready for the summertime and spring. Want to get that motorcycle out. Yeah, I do. Alright guys, this is, like I said, a 10 beer as far as I'm concerned. A lot of people don't think so, but I do. Just my opinion. Let's go over to Beer Advocate first. Beer Advocate is 93 outstanding. I think that number is very low for this beer. I think it's, you know, if I was putting a number on it, like I said, it's a 10, I'm going to give it the 100. But I could see giving it a 98 or a 99. It's awesome. I can't see any numbers lower than that. Just my opinion now. We'll go over to Rate Beer. Rate Beer says 97 overall and 62 in the style. What are them crack smoking monkeys thinking? Not to fit the style of a smoked Imperial? I don't get that. I do not get that. I disagree with that 100%. 100%. This is a delicious beer. The smokiness was not as present when it was right out of the fridge as it is once it warmed up. So I enjoyed this thoroughly, guys. 97. I could live with that. I think it's a bit conservative, and I may be over generous giving it the 10, but I get the rum, I get the smokiness, I get the malt, I get the chocolate, and I get everything about this beer. I mean, it's a very nice beer. It's a lot of stuff going on with this beer. So, if you've had this beer, or you're lucky enough to get your hands on one of these, or if you've had it, let me know what you think of it. I think it's pretty damn tasty. I do get the rum. It's not overly rummy, as I call it, but the rum presence is there. So I don't know if the barrels that they're used are used barrels that have had beer in them before, or they've got fresh being a 40-year-old barrel, it may have had some kind of beer in it before. I don't know. I'm just guessing. But I think it's a very tasty beer, guys. So without me rambling on and on about this beer, I think it's delicious, worth picking up. Definitely a complex beer. Fits my 10 list perfectly, guys. So with that being said, let me know what you think of it if you've had it. And as always, rate, comment, subscribe, hit the like button, and let's go see what's in the fridge tomorrow. Maybe we'll get us another 10. We've been on a roll here lately. See you then.